What does it mean to fall in love?
Oh, wouldn't we all like to know?
Now, for most people, it's kind of a vague notion. Matter of fact, there's all kinds of opinions on it.
Well, have you ever thought about how even just we use the word love? I mean, we love our dog.
Yeah.
We love the color blue. We love popcorn. We love football. I mean, all kinds of different things to different people.
But then you fall in love and you fall out of love.
Yes.
You grow in love and you get hurt in love.
And when you're hurt in love, you start writing songs about it and poems about
Country
it.
western songs.
And you're looking for it in all the wrong places.
Hey, you want to look in the wrong place? Look to Hollywood. You want to talk about a saga? I mean, someone's sleeping with someone new. Someone else's wife is now with this guy, and now he's going to go over here.
And we're fascinated by it.
We watch it all the time.
But I tell you what, that's not the only place you find the drama. Go to our high school campuses, according to my teenagers. You talk about falling in and out of love. My 17-year-old boy was talking to his best friend, and he said, should we stay single, or like, should we really start dating some girls? And he goes, nah, let's stay single and avoid all the drama.
He avoided the chicks and went with the drama.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Now, what about this puppy love? I mean, in high school and that, what kind of puppy lover were you?
I was a little begging puppy. I was, pay attention to me. Do you see me? I'm over here. Throw a ball for me.
Needy little girl. Interesting. I like that.
What kind of puppy were you?
Well, I was kind of a smotherer.
They couldn't breathe?
No. I just wanted to keep doling out affection. I was so infatuated. I was just so romantic. I wanted to just keep giving and giving and giving.
You were in love with love. Well, I knew people like you.
Well, maybe.
Yes, you were in love with love.
But you know, then there's also the high, the high of love.
Oh my goodness, that's the funnest part. I mean, as a girl, we're like, oh, when's the next time we're going to see him? And we're trying out the last name with our first name.
Yeah, and the rush and the emotion and everything. But then all of a sudden, there's the lows of love.
Okay, in all seriousness, there is heartbreak. I mean, there are people who are dying about the hurt.
And you get jilted and it hurts.
Yes, do you know what it's like to be jilted?
Yeah, it happened, and it does hurt.
It does.
Poor little teenager's heart got broke. You know how it is.
Oh.
But you know what? We're going to unlock the truth about love.
And I tell you what, it's a whole lot easier than your high school locker getting opened, okay? You've had the wrong combination, and we want to give you the right combination, so we're going to crack the code of love.
We're going to unlock the locker of love. Stay with us. The code on love.
And I tell you what, you can't tell Bryan Adams it ain't worth trying for, or there's nothing we want more. We lie for it, we fight for it, we die for it. So if love's so powerful, we got to get the right combination.
And we got great help in this show. We have research expert, brilliant therapist, author. We got the one who really has cracked the code on love, Dr. Sue Johnson. Would you welcome Sue? Woo! Beautiful. Sue, great to have you. Now listen, what's love got to do with it? It's just kind of like a second-hand emotion, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's what everybody thinks.
Oh, poor Tina.
Well, I think it's, you know, until about 15 years ago, I think you could really say that love was just considered this sort of mixture of sex and sentiment. It's just sort of a mystery that nobody could really understand. But that's really changed in the last 15 years.
Why?
Why? Well, because a whole bunch of psychologists started noticing that actually adults really weren't that different from, adult relationships really weren't that different in key ways from the relationships between parents and kids. And they started talking to adults and asking adults about relationships and doing things like watching adults at airports.
Yeah, I'm thinking you must mean something positive, because most of us have known that adults have been acting like kids for a long time.
Well, actually, I'm saying something really profound, because I think for a long time, the kind of way we set it up in our society was that a good adult was supposed to be somebody who was self-sufficient and could be all by themselves.
Yeah, now listen, if you're not catching this, you got to catch. They've done some research, scientific research, to diagnose what love is, and this is good because she's got it figured out. Keep going.
Yeah, because you've got to have a map. if you don't have a map and you don't know what a real good relationship looks like, it's just incredibly hard to make it and to make one work, right? That's pretty obvious?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so really the gist of the last 15 years of research is that if you look at adults, what you get is that we all have this real basic need for this emotional connection with a few special people on this planet. And that happens between parents and kids mostly, and between adult partners. And that basic connection makes us stronger. I can't tell you the number of studies. There's hundreds of studies looking at this now. And what love is a very special kind of emotional connection. And it has its own rules, and it's different from something like friendship.
Yeah, now we understand that there's that commitment involved, but it has this mixing in of emotion. But we always get confused with feelings, because feelings come and go. What's the difference between that and emotion?
Well, when I talk about emotion in Hold Me Tight, I'm talking about those huge, powerful feelings that are sort of like the music of the dance between lovers, okay? I'm talking about...
So you're saying emotions are the same as feelings?
No, it's sort of like, we talk about them like they're the same, but when I talk about emotion, I'm talking about this more than just a feeling, like this real strong sort of feeling.
No,
That's why I'm having a problem here.
That comes over you and moves you in a direction, like, you know, when...
The difference is between a downpour of rain and a light drizzle.
Thank you.
Okay, I mean, that's what it is. No, really. Get the picture, because feelings just kind of, and the wind blows and they just kind of go sideways, but in a downpour...
but they're both water, and they're both rain.
But if you really
So is it just the intensity?
I think it's more the intensity. When you listen to people talk about their emotions with their partner, they'll talk about a feeling, but they'll also give you that there's all kinds of thoughts that go along with it, and the emotion tells them how to move their feet in the dance with their partner. It's sort of like it moves them. It's okay.
Because it's from so deep. It's not just surface feelings.
And it's wired in.
It moves them from so deep, right?
Okay, but feeling, I mean, okay, I agree with you if you're saying that there's feelings involved with love, but are you saying love is feeling? So if I feel this great emotion, I have love, and if I don't, I don't?
Oh, I think love is, there's thoughts associated with love, and there's all kinds of actions associated with love, but in the end, yes, this research says that love is a very basic and special kind of emotional connection, and one person becomes the object of your needs and your longings, and you need a very special kind of emotional connection with that person. And when you have it, you feel safe and strong, and you can deal with how big life is. You can deal.
But what about the days where I have no emotion towards you as I'm connecting with you?
No emotion at all. You're totally cut off?
Well, I'm just not, I don't have feelings for you right now.
I think that's pretty hard in a love relationship. I think for you to be in a love relationship and say that to me, you've got to be actively working at shutting them down and turning them off.
But you know, sometimes what happens, and you've done the therapy too, when couples collide for a while and they hurt each other for a while,
yes,
pretty soon it feels like the love dies, right? And what has to hold you then is that commitment. Because the commitment pulls you through the times when what we used to call feelings, right? You know, they kind of come and go. But there's a strong emotion, because even my wife and I, when we're having a tough time, deep down, I know I'm passionately still in love with her. We may be disconnecting at a high level.
You see, and that's incredibly precious what you just said, because that means that even though when you get disconnected, you know that you're going to keep fighting for this connection. You're not going to let it go, because it's your safe haven, your secure base, right? It's your place to stand in the world. This person's so precious to you, right? They become irreplaceable. So yeah, you can be mad, you can be different.
I am.
You can have all kinds of differences, but you know, you're not gonna walk away. You're gonna go back and fight for that bond, and the fact you have that bond makes you stronger as a person.
Okay, and so many of you out there are saying, I want that. I want that person who will fight for me for the rest of my life and not walk away. And you're saying, but how do I know if I really have it? Because I'm still thinking it's a mystery. Go to our website. We have the 12 traits of true love, and you can see for yourself.